There are moments in life when you feel completely invisible, like no one truly understands what you're going through. You wake up each morning with a heavy heart, wondering if anyone sees the weight you carry, the quiet tears you shed when no one's watching. Sometimes, even when you pray, it feels like your words echo back in silence. You ask, "Lord, are you really there? Do you see me?" But the truth is, God sees you. Long before you spoke a word, before you cried out for help, He already knew your pain. He saw Hagar, a lonely servant woman wandering through the desert, rejected and heartbroken, and He called Himself El Roy, the God who sees me. He saw Joseph in the darkness of prison, abandoned by his brothers, but destined for greatness. He saw Daniel surrounded by lions, yet covered by divine protection. He saw David, not on the throne, but in the field, a young shepherd boy overlooked by men, yet chosen by God. The same God who saw them sees you. He sees your effort when no one applauds. He sees the times you chose to forgive when it wasn't easy. He sees the days you kept going even when you wanted to give up. So when life feels silent, when your prayers seem unanswered, don't assume God has turned away. Silence doesn't mean absence. It often means preparation. Because God is not blind to your pain. He is shaping your story with compassion. He is watching over you, not as a distant observer, but as a loving Father who cares deeply, who counts every tear, who walks beside you in every step of your struggle. He sees you, He loves you, and He has never, ever looked away. There are wounds that no one can see. You smile in public, but deep inside, you're holding pieces of a broken heart. You laugh to hide the pain, you stay strong for others, but at night, when the world is quiet, you whisper through tears, "God, do you really understand what I'm going through?" Yes, He does. God knows the ache you can't put into words. He knows the storm that rages silently within your soul. Every sigh, every sleepless night, every prayer that trembled through your lips, He heard them all. You may think He's far away because you don't see instant answers. But remember, silence doesn't mean absence. Delay doesn't mean denial. God is working behind the curtain of your pain, arranging every detail with love and purpose. Sometimes the waiting room of faith is where the deepest transformation happens. Just like gold refined in fire, your heart is being shaped in the heat of trial. He's teaching you to trust when nothing makes sense. He's strengthening your faith in the shadows so that when light returns, you'll shine with unshakable peace. God knows the tears that never fall because you hold them back. He knows the weight of betrayal, the sting of loneliness, the burden of fear you never tell anyone about. He knows because He's been there. Jesus Himself wept, felt abandoned, and cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And through that suffering, He proved He understands every ounce of yours. So breathe. You're not unseen. You're not forgotten. The God who knows your hidden pain is the same God who will one day turn it into praise. Hold on. He's closer than your next heartbeat, and His healing is already on the way. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in slowly. Let every noise fade away until only your heartbeat remains. And know that in this sacred stillness, God is here. He's not a distant God looking down from the heavens. He's a loving Father right beside you. He knows the thoughts you can't express, the fears you hide behind a brave smile, the dreams you almost gave up on. And tonight, He's whispering to your heart, "My child, I see you. I have never left you." So let this be your prayer. Lord, I surrender. I may not understand why this pain exists, but I trust that you are using it for good. I believe you see my struggles, even the ones I don't speak of. When I feel weak, remind me that your strength is made perfect in weakness. When I can't see the way forward, be my light in the darkness. Teach me to rest, not in my control, but in your care. Help me believe that I'm never forgotten, never forsaken. You don't need to have the answers. You don't need to fix everything on your own. All God asks is that you come as you are and let Him carry what's been crushing you. Because surrender is not defeat, it's an act of faith. It's the moment you release your fear and make room for His peace. So tonight, lift your eyes to heaven and breathe these words deep into your soul. Lord, I'm done fighting alone. I trust you. I rest in you. And when you wake tomorrow, may you rise lighter, stronger, and filled with unshakable peace, knowing the God who sees you will also see you through. When you begin to truly believe that God sees you, something within you starts to change. The fear that once controlled your thoughts begins to lose its grip. The heaviness that pressed upon your heart starts to lift, because suddenly you realize you were never walking alone. Every season of pain had a purpose. Every unanswered prayer was shaping your character. Every moment of waiting was preparing you for something far greater than you imagined. You see, God never wastes a single tear. Sometimes He allows you to walk through valleys not to break you, but to build you, to teach you how to depend on Him, to help you see that His presence is the only constant in a world that keeps changing. There were nights when you thought no one cared, but He did. There were days when you wanted to quit, but He whispered, "Just one more step, my child." And you did. You kept going. And because of that, you're here today, stronger, deeper, more compassionate. That's what happens when faith meets struggle. You don't just survive, you become someone new. You begin to see others through softer eyes. You learn to speak words that heal instead of wound. You carry the light of experience that can guide someone else through their storm. And that's why God allowed your journey to unfold the way it did. He saw the version of you that pain would produce, more patient, more loving, more humble. He saw the testimony that would be born out of your tears. So today, pause and whisper this truth to yourself. God sees me. He knows me. He's not done with me. Let that truth sink deep into your heart until it becomes the foundation of your peace. No matter what tomorrow brings, storms, silence, or sunshine, remind yourself that His eyes are always on you. Just as a shepherd never loses sight of his sheep, God never loses sight of you. Even when you wander, He searches. Even when you fall, He reaches. Even when you doubt, He stays. The same eyes that saw you in the valley will see you on the mountain. The same hands that held you in the storm will lift you in victory. And when your story is complete, you'll look back and realize every step, every tear, every prayer was seen, heard, and redeemed. So breathe again, walk again, hope again, because the God who sees will never stop watching over you. And when you can't see the way forward, look up. The one who sees all things has already gone before you. You are safe, you are seen, and you are deeply, endlessly loved.